So what is ADHD, just at a brief level? Well, at the very, very brief level, people with ADHD have lower levels of dopamine, serotonin, and or norepinephrine in their brain. What that means, those are the feel-good reward neurotransmitters in the brain. So when we're sitting still, we don't feel as satisfied sitting at rest as other people do, which is why we never sit still. Makes sense? We're constantly having to seek out reward to keep those levels up so that we can feel somewhat normal. The problem is, because we're never satisfied, we start to seek things out and it doesn't give us reward. So then we start looking for something else and something else or something else. And as a result, everything that we engage in doesn't really, it's not all that satisfying. So then, we go on to a different activity. And after a while, it just kind of turns into this whole, just constantly grasping for straws, looking for some normalcy. So that gives the appearance of hyperactivity, the appearance of restlessness, fidgeting, etc. So how is it, if we're appearing hyperactive and bouncing off the walls and constantly moving around, then why does a stimulant calm us down? Well, it's simple. The stimulant works not by giving us more energy. It works by making it more difficult for the brain to get rid of dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. So these neurotransmitters, they come and they go. They come, your brain produces them, they're used, and then they're discarded. What these medicines do is they make the discard channels a little more narrow. So we retain dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine for longer when we're on medication. So retaining them longer means our levels go up and stay up. And because those levels go up, now suddenly we're more easily satisfied and we can relax. We can focus on one thing and be satisfied with what we're doing. So I hope this makes sense. ADHD is an incredibly complex condition. I would encourage you to look deeper. It involves the limbic system, with which there's 27 agreed upon actors within the limbic system. But depending on what field of research you go into, there's as many as 30 or 30 plus. So it's very complex, but I hope this explains some of the more outward symptoms that you see. People who are fidgeting, people who can't focus on one particular thing, people who never sit still, and people who space out. It all comes down to one thing: this slightly less than satisfied state of being. We're never really fully satisfied. And if you're never really fully satisfied, you start looking for things to fill that gap. So thank you very much. We'll see you on the next video.